On the news tonight, appeal court opposed sacked workers of Ahmadu Bello University. Zaria appeal against the university and CBN. Ogun State at 50, correspondent takes a look at 5 decades of resilience growth of Gateway State. Hello and welcome to the news desk at 7 on Nta Ijebu Ode. My name is Ifeoluwa Ashaolu and here are the details of our bulletin. The Court of Appeal Abuja has upheld the claim of 2.54 that the sacked workers of the Ahmadu Bello University Zaria fight against it and the Central Bank of Nigeria. Daily Atumbi report on the conclusion of the industrial dispute. His report.
In November 2016, the 110 workers of the Ahmadu Bello University Zaria obtained a National Industrial Court of Nigeria judgment to be reinstated to their jobs having been sacked in 2013. The trial court had ordered their reinstatement and 2.55 billion naira computed and submitted to court as their emolument should be paid to the sacked workers. While the University, Federal Minister of Education, and Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice appealed the matter as original respondent debtors, the Central Bank of Nigeria became the later respondent debtor. The appellate court in its decision overruled the appeals, holding that the trial court afforded them fair hearing in its decision, but they failed to take advantage of this. The three-man panel, led by Justice Okon Abang, unanimously dismissed the appeal for lacking in merit and awarded 5 million naira costs to be paid to the sacked workers.
We are going to brief our clients and meet accordingly for the way forward. We have been vindicated.
Adjudication on the matter terminates at the Court of Appeal. In Abuja, Daily Atumbi, NTA News.
In continuation of its investigation, the House of Representatives Ad hoc Committee on Power Reforms has engaged officials of the Central Bank of Nigeria to explain intervention by the federal government on power from 2015 to date and its impact on power affordability to consumers. National Assembly correspondent Muhammad Rabiu reports that some electricity distribution companies also appeared before the committee to clear grey areas in their zones.
The power sector reforms in Nigeria has been a process that underwent physical development aimed at improving the performance of DISCOs and GENCOs to meet electricity demands. There has, however, been a persistent shortage of power and the high demands from consumers. At the interactive session, committee members say many DISCOs relied on the existing equipment, thereby not performing optimally. This necessitates the engagement of the central bank to detail the committee on the interventions to GENCOs and DISCOs since privatization.
In the power sector, the interventions, the loans, and the rest, CBN was fully involved. And when we're talking about settlement now, why is CBN not involved?
Will that money not go from central bank to the commercial banks, these beneficiaries?
We are aware of the federal government's proposal to intervene in the power sector by settling the previously acquired debt, especially those affecting the operations of the DISCOs. We are aware of that, and then the GENCOs also.
Government has demonstrated seriousness and has made serious in the past. And with the determination of the present administration coming up with reforms, I believe if everybody key into the objective, we'll be able to get over all this challenge.
Jos and Enugu DISCOs took turn briefing the committee on their successes and challenges. Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company also submitted the required documents for scrutiny as a fallout of the committee's oversight visits. From the National Assembly, Muhammad Rabiu, NTA News.
The federal government is set to put an end to state government interference with the funds of local government through the establishment of a monitoring committee to be supervised by the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission. This was reviewed when the Federal Ministry of Finance and its agencies kick-started the 2026 budget defense in the House of Representatives. National Assembly correspondent Nta Ijebu Ode has the details.
The House Committee on Finance takes the lead in drilling into the 2026 budget proposals of ministries and agencies, scrutinizing the 14.32 billion expenditure of the Federal Ministry of Finance for 2026, while demanding accountability for some 2025 line items.
You only accounted for 37 million. You said one is 25, another one is 12, so you still have 11 million outstanding unaccounted for. And then we want to see the treasury receipt of the remittance of the 48.5.
Personnel 4.4, overhead 4.5. Then your capital goes to 200 billion, which is contradicting the capital you have on page 29.
The figure as presented to us, I think, by Budget Office, they captured the debt servicing. It is not part of our normal capital budget. It is actually debt servicing.
For the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission, its review of the National Revenue Sharing Formula is almost completed, while review of the remuneration of political office holders has been concluded and a report submitted to the President. The Commission also revealed that its ongoing nationwide oil asset verification exercise is backed by technology to improve the integrity of revenue figures.
My people spent 3 to 4 months in the field. Some of them went to the creek water up to here, sir, to identify those oil assets that we have in Nigeria. And by the time we finish, sir, when Mr. President receive this report, this country will shake, sir, and I'm not making it up. The commission would establish a local government committee now, just like we used to do before Supreme Court said we were busybodies. But now it's going to come. We will monitor every single local government in Nigeria. I'm glad that Mr. President spoke to the governors. He said, if you don't allow this thing, I will issue an executive order.
More agencies are expected to appear for budget defense in the coming days. From the National Assembly, Nta Ijebu Ode, NTA News.
The Independent National Electoral Commission says election cannot be credible if citizens feel unsafe to participate. Chairman of the Commission, Professor Johash Amokwiton, speaking at a meeting with security agencies, believes citizens must be assured of their safety ahead of the forthcoming FCT Area Council poll, Ekiti and Osun State, off-cycle governorship elections and the 2027 general election. Timothy Yusuf report.
The Commission will soon embark on a nationwide voter revalidation exercise.
Early security planning is critical to preventing avoidable challenges and ensuring peaceful elections at all times. As the 2027 general election and other off-cycle elections approach, public interest and expectations continue to rise. INEC Chairman Professor Johash Amokwiton noted that the Commission has finalized its timetable in line with the law. The scale and complexity of the elections demand early and sustained security engagement.
Election succeeds when institutions work in harmony. INEC will continue to rely on your professionalism, neutrality, and commitment to duty. The credibility of our elections, and indeed our democracy, depends largely on your ability to secure the electoral process from start to finish.
Political thugs and politicians with violent dispositions will be identified and reprimanded or restrained before, during, and after the elections, while good buyers will be traced and apprehended.
The Nigeria Police Force, as the lead agency for election security, in collaboration with other security agencies, has already set machineries in place to protect the sanctity of elections at all times. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
This is the news text at 7 on Nta Ijebu Ode. The news will continue after this break. Please stay with us.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean every bright wash with SureClean. SureClean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh, see, for clean whites and all colors, SureClean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of SureClean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. SureClean detergent makes your family clean and happy. SureClean detergent, happiness with every wash.
Welcome back and thanks for rejoining us. As part of the federal government renewed push to reduce waste and eliminate duplication with state governments, stakeholders are seeking stricter conditions around funding for the newly established regional development commissions in the country. They argue that full access to funding should be contingent on meeting clear readiness benchmarks, including approved organizational frameworks, detailed procurement plans, and comprehensive regional needs assessments. This position was articulated by guests on Good Morning Nigeria, who expressed strong optimism that the 2026 budgetary allocation, if properly managed, would translate into tangible and major outcomes within the budget cycle. Thomas Ogbetere report.
The federal government's 2026 regional development budget is now under close public scrutiny, with guests on Good Morning Nigeria noting that newly introduced control, performance benchmark, and transparency mechanisms are designed to ensure that funds deliver real impact within the fiscal year. They emphasize, however, that funding must be directly tied to clearly defined and measurable outputs such as infrastructure delivery, job creation, and improved social services, with disbursements strictly aligned to performance timelines.
We are here to take on all projects state by state to see whether the monies appropriated are judiciously used for the projects itemized for. So that is one basic thing we are doing differently.
We have gotten a lot of input from the subnationals, which was quite useful. And interestingly enough, the responses from the larger society, over 5,000 youth groups, women groups, and the general communities were all registered online and presented their memos and their responses. So I think we didn't miss anything. It was a convenient arrangement.
The guests further observed that the newly established commissions are beginning to confront long-standing governance challenges and are expected to play a stabilizing role in insecurity-prone regions by addressing development gaps linked to banditry and insurgency. They firmly dismiss claims that the commissions are vehicles for political patronage, maintaining that transparency, reforms, and demonstrable results will ultimately determine their credibility. In Abuja, Thomas Ogbetere, NTA News.
As Ogun State marks 50 years of its creation, the Gateway State reflects on 5 decades of resilience, growth, and enduring contribution to national development. Yemi Dalemo in this special report takes a look at the journey so far and prospects. His report.
Created on the 3rd of February 1976, Ogun State emerged as one of the pioneer states of the Federation, founded on a vision of excellence, industry, and human capital development. Popularly known as Gateway State, Ogun has remained a vital link between the nation's commercial hub and other parts of the country, recording remarkable progress in education, public service, and industrial growth. Today, the state stands as one of Nigeria's leading industrial corridors, hosting multinational companies, agro-based enterprises, and expanding infrastructure.
Ogun State has not done badly. Well, Mr. Nabanjo was a good governor.
Looking back from 1976 to date, I give it to our founding fathers.
You can see the development we've been witnessing in Ijebu Ode, Shagamu, Agbara, Ota, Aro. We can talk about EPC cement factory.
We give thanks to God that in a complex country like Nigeria, we have a state of our own. And I must thank the founding fathers.
Government has done their parts and they are continuing to do their parts. So it's the part of we business people now to join in.
As part of activities marking the Golden Jubilee of the state, a grand carnival procession was organized celebrating culture, unity, and development while promoting tourism and shared identity. The carnival featured 6 colorful floats representing the state's 4 regions, Remo, Ijebu, Yewa, and Egba, with an additional float showcasing the riverine communities. Over 3,000 participants, including dancers, drummers, masqueraders, bikers, and cultural troops, added color and excitement to the celebration.
Our building on the foundations that 50 years ago established through sacrifice, through fortitude, through diligence, through perseverance, through being deliberate and intentional. Ogun today is the fastest growing economy in this country.
Special interdenominational prayers were also offered for peace, progress, and unity at an interfaith program attended by former President Olusegun Obasanjo, past governors, military administrators, and other leaders who commended Ogun State's contributions to national development. In Abeokuta, Yemi Dalemo, NTA News.
Electricity is a vital part of Nigerians' development, but for many citizens, it also poses a serious and often overlooked safety risk. Across the country, homes, markets, and workshops are springing up dangerously, close to high-tension power lines, exposing residents and business owners to potential hazard. Correspondent Patricia Ezamiluba reports on the dangers of living and working under the high voltage of electric installation in this special report.
Across Nigeria, electricity remains a symbol of progress, but for thousands of citizens, towering high-tension power lines represent a silent danger, hovering just above their daily struggle for survival. From mechanic workshops to busy markets, from family homes to entire estates, many Nigerians live and work directly beneath high-voltage electric installations. In cities and rural communities alike, economic pressure has pushed people closer to danger as they strive to keep their businesses running and provide for their families, often without full awareness of the risk above.
I'm aware that it's danger. You understand? Just that I wish we have a place to stay. The place I'm staying before, they push us out of that place. The government has pushed us out of that place.
We don't have any problem with the wire, but as we don't have anything to where we will manage to feed our family.
When I was coming from church in the morning, so the wire not fed on my head. Thank God I was holding umbrella. That's where God helped me. And people came and pulled the wire from.
Experts warn that high-tension power lines can cause harm even without being touched. Strong electric sparks can jump through the air to metal objects, causing severe injuries or death.
By the time one is living under it, you might have this itching in your body if you notice, or if there's that metal on your body, it will be itching you. That is biting you each by each.
For many Nigerians, the choice is simple but painful. Risk their safety or lose their livelihood. Dilemma with no easy answers. Across the country, reports of electrocution, fire outbreaks and property damage linked to high-tension power lines continue to surface. Off-camera victims say they were never warned. This raises critical questions as to who enforces safety setbacks. Are communities adequately informed? And how do we balance urban growth with public safety?
Building under high tension lines or close to high tension lines can be very extremely dangerous, and so anyone who is doing that is advised to stay away from a high tension line. So members of the public must understand that electricity can be a very, very good servant but an extremely dangerous master.
They'll tell you, I've been here for the past 10 years and nothing happened, so please, we should not tell them any stories. But what we want to tell them, yeah, you've been here for the past 10 years, nothing happened, but in the day it will happen, the devastating nature will be huge. So my advice is, please, don't ever do business or even stay within the electrical power lines.
From experts' point of view, they are recommending for strict enforcement of building regulations, increased public awareness campaigns, and clear warning systems around high-tension electric installations. With all this, it simply means electricity should empower Nigerians, not endanger them. Until awareness meets action, many will continue to live under a risk they never chose. In Abuja, Patricia Esemiluba, NTA News.
The federal government's mass animal vaccination drive has been described as a strategic effort to eradicate transboundary animal diseases, aimed at boosting livestock productivity, strengthening resilience, and ensuring sustainable animal production nationwide. The drive gained momentum as the Livestock Productivity and Resilience Support Project under the Ministry of Livestock Development presented a consignment of vaccines to the Federal Capital Development Authority in Abuja, reinforcing efforts to protect animal health and enhance food security. Yusuf Jika report.
Across borders and beyond boundaries, transboundary animal diseases continue to threaten livestock productivity and farmers' livelihoods. Highly contagious and often deadly, these diseases spread fast, leaving economic losses in their wake and placing food security at risk. It is this growing animal health challenge that has brought stakeholders together with life-saving doses of vaccines against foot and mouth disease, contagious bovine pleuropneumonia, Pest dispetis ruminants, and Newcastle disease being rolled out for vaccination across the Federal Capital Territory.
Today it is the turn of FCT to take a delivery of 505,000 doses. Not only that, the project will be supporting with field inoculation, transport, allowances, and some feeding allowances for the veterinarians.
They are so magnanimous to us, and they have given us enough vaccines, which I hope will be used effectively to curtail all these transboundary animal diseases.
This intervention forms part of an end-to-end nationwide animal vaccination campaign under the Livestock Productivity and Resilience Support Project. So far, 18.2 million doses of vaccines have been delivered to the 36 states, and the FCT strengthening disease control efforts and building resilience across Nigeria's livestock sector. The initiative is set to deepen the gains of the renewed Hope Livestock Transformation Drive, safeguarding livelihoods, boosting productivity, and securing the future of animal farming in Nigeria. In Abuja, Yusuf Jika, NTA News.
And that concludes our news for tonight. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful weekend. Good night.
Oh, what a wonderful world of SureClean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with SureClean. SureClean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean white and all colors, SureClean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of SureClean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. SureClean detergent makes your family clean and happy. SureClean detergent, happiness with every wash.